difference between the threat of violence and defending accordingly, right? Or the discomfort of some versus the threat of someone's ego.
Right.
Meaning that, but you hear, but you hear about it that some people come home from work and they say, my work husband, my work spouse, oh, I came back, oh, honey, two girls, they asked me out, or two guys asked me out for coffee. In a way, to your point, you're gaslighting them because is why, I guess the question for me when I hear those things is why are you telling the person that? Because ultimately, what's the response that you want? Do you want the person to say, "Oh, that's great. Did you go out with them?" No, you don't want that response because who's going to respond that way? Or two, you're saying it because did it make you feel good?
Right. You want a reaction.
Right. You want a reaction. And when I was thinking about the red flags that you mentioned, sometimes those red flags, the isolation, the love bombing, the affection, things like that, the isolation, as you mentioned, keeping away from your friends and your friends aren't good enough. How many of us, when in relationships, we kind of adapt ourselves or compromise ourselves to that person? And I'll give you an example. You may have you may have your hobbies. The other person may have their hobbies, but you compromise or give them up to kind of adjust yourself to that person's life. So you're isolating yourself from your hobbies. You're not around your friends because your friends were doing the things that you like, but now you want to spend more time with this person. This person is saying, "Oh, you know what? Don't hang out with your friends. We can go here because I love you. It's going to make you feel good." All these smiles. So what we sometimes take as compliments or goodwill gestures, they could be the starting point or the early signs of abuse.
Right. And I think the big takeaway should be to educate ourselves, because the education system is not serving us in this way. To educate ourselves on red flags and things to look out for. Had I known, the things that I know now when I was 19, I probably wouldn't be doing this right now. I would have probably cut him off before it ever got as far as it did, and wouldn't be here today. So on one hand, I'm grateful that it did, because it gave me this mission, to help other people who are going through with it heal. But on the other hand, I wish that this wasn't necessary. I wish that the education system gave us the tools to make smart decisions in dating relationships and really in human relationships, and taught us how to avoid, like, what to look for and how to avoid these situations.